Hey guys, Jason with Fender Garage here in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and here with John, and he's built a pretty cool 72, is that what it is?
72 F100.
72 yeah. F100. I get a little tripped up because of the grill's different on this, and so 72 F100, it's pretty cool. He's got a Coyote motor that he's had built and put twin turbos on it, so it's pretty incredible. He's got like a 1200 horsepower.
It's good for 1400. We're going to put 1000 at the rear wheels.
1000 at the rear wheels. This thing gets after it and gets down. So talk to me a little bit about, before we look at the truck, what were some of the major features that you wanted to have, you knew going into this thing that like, these are the things I want to have?
I'm a big Ford fan. Went up and spoke with the people at Roadster Shop.
Okay.
And Roadster Shop makes a great chassis. So we sat down with them and they had just introduced one.
Okay.
And so this is actually the first fast track chassis for Roadster Shop.
Okay, so this is the very first one off their assembly line.
They did a spec chassis prior to this, and this was the fast track chassis.
Okay. So talk to me about this motor here.
Basically, it's a Holbrook machine. Holbrook does a lot of the work for Ford Racing.
Right.
It's a Holbrook machine, Brent Speed assembled, 5.0 Coyote. It's got all the good stuff. It's basically a Cobra Jet motor. And then we went with the Hellion twin turbo package.
Okay.
Hellion, just before I bought this, they just put out a stock Mustang that put 969 at the rear wheels on a bone stock Mustang on good fuel. Wow.
It's impressive that a bone stock Mustang can handle that.
And that was the bone stock Coyote.
Yeah.
So this one's a built motor, so we were a little more comfortable.
It's pretty easily. If you got a twin turbo out there, or a Coyote, you want to put twin turbos on it, you're going to get 800 horsepower easily.
All day long.
And if you're not pushing the boost on it, it's going to be pretty reliable too.
Exactly.
You're not going to hurt your motor. The motor and the transmission have been built, they can actually handle some of that power.
Exactly.
So you've got some custom features in the front here. You've definitely shaved some things down here.
That was the big thing, and there's some beautiful trucks here, but when you look at them, when you come up to the 67, even the 64 to 66, when you walk up to them, the first thing you see is this enormous core support, and it hides the engine. My thought is always that when you take a picture of the engine, it should, the inner fender panels and the core support should frame the engine. It should look like you got a picture frame around it.
Yeah.
One of the big savers was the KPC power steering pump. They came out just after I started building this. I was concerned of what I was going to do, and they make a power steering pump that nestles right in here.
The KRC?
KRC.
Yeah, KRC,
and then it connects to their water pump pulley.
Yeah.
That was a godsend because that put us in the situation to not have to go to electronic aftermarket power steering.
And it's actually pretty good because they make it with a reservoir on it, or the reservoir could be separate, if you needed more room. But yeah, it looks really good.
And I'm a big fan of hiding wires. So we go to great extents. If you notice, the AC lines all go over through the right and then up through the inner fenders
here and then up
come
inside.
on the A-pillar. The only two AC lines you see are the one that's come from the condenser down to the pump. But all my wiring and stuff is hid by the panels we made. The started life as a 69 steel grill, which are really hard to find, and we just wanted to make it different. So we did some modifications to it to kind of make it look more modern, more aggressive. So far people like it. A few Ford guys come up and said, "Why'd you ruin the grill?" And I go, give a guy a welder and some steel, and he'll make
you've beefed it up in the middle.
Yep.
Right, is what you've done, and it looks good. I like it.
And then the paint color on the grill matches the powder coat on the wheels and the door handles and the tail lights.
People probably ask, what color is this?
We took the powder coat and we started adding color to silver and gray until we got it close.
Get it close. Okay.
To try to get it close.
Very cool. On the inside of this thing, talk to me about the upholstery and what you got going on here, because it's custom. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, the glove box might be the only thing that is original in there. Right,
we shaved the dash, put everything off of it except the ignition switch.
You got the exhaust coming out the side. What mufflers did you use on this?
Magnaflow turbo mufflers.
Magnaflows. There's always a trick with the Mustang to get it to not sound like a Mustang, because that car sound, right?
Yeah.
So trying to get some mufflers that, work and sound good and a little lower tones. It seems like the Magnaflows, we use the Magnaflows in our shop, but also use, Borla has an XR1 racing muffler that we kind of go back and forth on. And
these are 3-inch stainless steel all the way through, and then we jet hot coated them inside and out.
Okay.
And then, as you can see, the bed was raised 4 inches.
4 inches, and it looks like you got some bead panels in there.
Yeah, we doubled the tubs, so we had enough room for the wheels. One of the big features we've done on the inside is the 64 Falcon dash.
Well, let's check that out.
It's a 64 Falcon instrument cluster, and then we smooth the dash and so that it all fit in there. And then Decoded Digital does some beautiful stuff. So we use the Decoded Digital VHX gauge package.
Well, this thing is clean.
Thank you.
I mean, it is tidy and it's a beautiful, just that dark midnight navy blue is just beautiful. And really appreciate you taking the time to share with us this truck. Hopefully we'll see it at more shows. I mean, how long have you been showing it now?
Truck's a month old.
A month old, okay.
We did the spring rod run and we went over to Raleigh. We got a Builder's Choice Top 10 at Raleigh. Hopefully we'll do well here, and then we're gonna come back in the fall for the spring, the Shades of the Past, and we're gonna do a couple shows this summer. So
very cool, very cool. Well, enjoy it.
Thank you, Jason. Appreciate it.
Really appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.